Frequency in use, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. We'll be operating Whiskey 2 Romeo special event station. 12 days of Christmas. Well, good afternoon on December 20th, 2023. This will be another demonstration of amateur radio, special event station, 12 Days of Christmas. This is the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Welcome, everybody. My name is Peter, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and I'm an amateur radio operator working out of New York. And my home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor is the home call. 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. I am Whiskey 2 Romeo, representing one of the 12 rings, and that's 5 golden rings. So what we'll be doing here is we will be going on the air. We'll be on frequency on 20 meters. We have to find a clear spot on 20 meters, and then we'll start calling. That's the idea. And if anybody has any questions on Twitch, you can send them through the chat window while I'm live here. I'll be live probably for about 2 hours. So let's go find a spot, and we will call CQ. Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. We'll be operating as Whiskey 2 Romeo. Is the frequency
Signal coming into Mississippi at 5657, and you're sounding good. Great audio, over. Yes, sir. My name is Brian, and I'm in Mississippi. Nice to hear. Sure. Yes, sir. You have a good Christmas holiday, too, over 73 to you.
I turned the audio off. Okay, we're back on the air. Hello, Twitch people. We're back on, and We're live here. W2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Quebec 4, Lima Hotel Tango.
Kilo Quebec 4, Lima Hotel Tango. Thank you. Kilo Quebec 4, Lima Hotel Tango. Good afternoon. It's Peter, Long Island, New York.
This is Barry in Waycross, Georgia. You're a little bit weak on my end, but I think it's my antenna. Good voice, thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Barry. Yes, you're about a 5 and 7. Not bad, and your audio was just fine. Merry Christmas, Barry, to you and that beautiful family you have on the QRZ profile page. Just a terrific-looking family. Congratulations, and may they all be healthy.
Thank you very much, and a Merry Christmas to you, 73.
Merry Christmas to you as well. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo calling CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ for the 12 days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo, home call Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Long Island, New York. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ. Sometimes you have to work for the calls. Sometimes you have to work. So we'll get some activity maybe. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. From Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ and listening. Victor Echo 3. Is that Delta Sugar Golf? Go ahead. Victor Echo 3. Victor, is that Victor Kilo Golf? Go ahead.
Victor Echo 3, Delta Zulu Golf. Delta Zulu Golf.
Okay, thank you. Delta Zulu Golf. Yeah, you were lost for a moment or two in the noise level. Anyway, thank you very much. Victor Echo 3, Delta Zulu Golf. Thank you. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, you're 5-9. Good audio here into Sudbury, Northern Ontario.
Dave, thank you very much, and thank you for the audio report. Yeah, I've been adjusting it here today a little bit with the equalizer, so I appreciate that very much. 73s, and Merry Christmas to you from Long Island, New York.
And Merry Christmas to you from Sudbury, Ontario.
All righty, Sudbury, Ontario. I got the Merry Christmas greetings. Thank you so much, Dave. QRZ, anyone, anywhere for Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5 golden rings, 12 days of Christmas. Kilo Yankee 4, Yankee Radio, Mobile. Thank you very much. 5 and 7. The name is Peter, Long Island, New York.
Roger, Peter. The name is Blake, and you're in North Carolina. Over.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the 10 over. Thank you so much for that. And certainly, I want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a glorious New Year. Thanks for making contact with us. You know, there's a certificate available for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Work one station and you get a certificate, and work all of them and you get even a bigger certificate. So congratulations. Thank you for making contact with me. And again, I wish you the best of Christmases, and I'll be signing off. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo will be signing off, and I'm just writing something down now. And I wish you the best of 73s. Thanks a lot for the call. Thank you. Safe driving. Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Long Island, New York, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Is the station hotel calling? Because you're low off frequency. I can tune you in. Station with hotel, you're about half a KC off. Go ahead. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas, calling CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Bravo 5, Sierra, Kilo Mike.
Kilo 5, Sierra Kilo Mike. Kilo 5, Sierra Kilo Mike. Nice signal, about 15 over 9. Nice audio. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. It's Whiskey Bravo 5, Sierra Kilo Mike.
Let's get that right. Whiskey Bravo, stand by 1 second here. Whiskey Bravo 5. Okay, let's get that right. Whiskey Bravo 5, Sierra Kilo Mike. Is that correct?
Roger, Roger.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Long Island, New York. My name is Peter. Best of 73s to you. Thanks for keeping us company today. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for activating the special event, and thanks for picking me up. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Yes, I will. We're going to be with family, young family, so that's going to be the best of all. They don't last young too long. 73s. Merry Christmas from Peter, Long Island, New York. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2R representing 5 golden rings for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ. Kilo Echo 8, Victor Mike Golf. Thank you very much. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Roger, Roger. I have you 5-6 in Ohio. See yourself.
Gary, 5-6 in Ohio. Thank you so very much, and a very Merry Christmas to you. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ.
Kilo Quebec 4, Delta Whiskey Alpha.
Delta Whiskey Alpha. Thank you. Kilo Quebec 4, Delta Whiskey Alpha. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Roger that. M5, Southwest Florida.
Thank you very much for that, and a very Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Alpha Hotel 2 Oscar.
Hey, Dennis, that's great. Nice signal. Dennis, seriously, you're 10 over 9. Nice audio, Dennis. Welcome to the ship, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Sorry, always good to hear you, Peter. You're a good 5 and 9 here. Of course, and say out there that Merry Christmas to you.
Dennis, thank you very much. Thanks for making contact with us. I really appreciate that. And you have a very Merry Christmas, too, and I will be talking with you real soon. Thanks, Dennis. 73s. Okay, QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere for Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. 5 golden rings you will collect, or 5 golden rings. All right, so certificate, go to website for K2RYD on the QRZ website for wonderful certificates, suitable for hanging anywhere at all, even in your bedroom. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ.
November 1, Romeo, India Papa.
November 1, Romeo, India Papa. I think I heard another Papa there. Thank you, sir. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, QSL, got you 5-9 as well into Shelbyville, Kentucky.
Shelbyville, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. 73s and Happy New Year. Merry Christmas from Long Island, New York. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Alpha, Kilo 9, Papa Lima.
The Kilo Charlie again?
Kilo Charlie 4, November Alpha Papa.
Thank you very much. Kilo Charlie 4, November Alpha Papa. Thank you. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Thanks, 599 in Central Florida. Enjoy it. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much. A very Merry Christmas to you and the family and all your friends. Thank you so much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Alpha Kilo 9, Papa Lima.
Alpha Kilo 9, Papa Lima. Thank you. Nice signal. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
5-9 plus Illinois. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Are you in Illinois?
Yes, Illinois.
Thank you so much for Illinois, and 73s to you. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Victor Alpha 3, Romeo, Oscar, Charlie.
Romeo, Oscar, Charlie. Big signal. About a 20 over 9. Victor Alpha 3, Romeo, Oscar, Charlie. Thank you very much for the contact. Merry Christmas to you. The name is Peter. Go ahead.
Yes, so, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Your show is 5-9 here. We're located in Windsor, Ontario.
Thank you very much. Very nice audio too, Rocco, from Windsor, Ontario. Thanks so much for making contact with us. We sincerely appreciate that. It makes our day. We have about 25 operators operating the event, and so we want to thank them all. They're really working hard, and we right now have over 20,000 contacts, and this is, I think, the 6th day. We'll be here until the 25th. Rocco 73s. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, for Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. The station is when you hear the Delta, you know who that is. Kilo Alpha 2 Delta.
Good morning, good afternoon, Peter. 5'9" from Long Island, New York. Sound good.
Thank you. You too, Tommy. 5'9", a little bit more than that from Long Island, New York. Nice audio as well. Thanks for working me. Appreciate that. 73s and officially, Merry Christmas. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Kilowatt Bravo 4. That Fox United Whiskey?
QSL, sir. Have you 5'9" plus a bit near Atlanta, Georgia.
Thank you. Yes. I have you in Kentucky, so I may not have it right. Kilo Bravo 4 Fox November Whiskey?
Fox United Whiskey, Fox Uniform, West Washington.
There you go. Now that's right. Now it makes sense now. Thank you, Ron. Kilo Bravo 4 Fox United Whiskey. 73s. Merry Christmas from Long Island, New York. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey Alpha 4, November, Foxtrot Oscar.
Thank you. Whiskey Alpha 4, November, Foxtrot Oscar. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Thank you for the 5 and 9. You're 5 and 9 in Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Thank you for Tennessee. Appreciate that very much. Our Waltrip State. QRZ.
Alpha Charlie 9, Germany, kilowatt.
The station ending in kilowatt. Station ending in Germany. I guess so. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 4, Charlie Papa Tango.
Charlie Fox Tango. Kilowatt station standby. November 4, Charlie Foxtrot. Is that Charlie Foxtrot kilowatt? Do I have that right?
It's November 4, Charlie Papa Tango.
Yeah, I know what happens. Kind of mashed up with all the other wonderful callers. November 4, Charlie Papa Tango. 5'9", Long Island, New York.
Yeah, QSL, my friend, here, 5'9" also. 73, good luck.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, home call Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and we're located in Long Island, New York. QRZ.
Alpha Charlie 9, Germany, kilowatt.
The Germany kilowatt station?
Alpha Charlie 9, Germany, kilowatt.
Alpha Charlie 9, Germany kilowatt. Good afternoon and Merry Christmas to you. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Good afternoon, you're 5'9", Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you as well. And I'll add healthy for just the starters. Put the bow on top with healthy. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. There's a station in the background. Charlie Alpha, go ahead. So I have Kilo Charlie 8. I lost the rest of the call. Come back again. Okay, let me try that. Is that Kilowatt Oscar 8 Charlie Alpha?
Negative. Kilowatt Ocean 8, Charlie Alpha. Kilowatt Oscar 8, Charlie Alpha.
Roger. Adrian, is that you? Is that you, Adrian? Thank you, Adrian. Sorry about that. A couple of other calls are on top of you. I got to take some lessons for you in working pileups. Kilo Oscar 8, Sierra Charlie Alpha. 5 and 7, Adrian. Thank you very much, and a big hoot to you. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. 0 Mike November.
It's Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November.
Thank you so much. Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November, 5'9", Long Island, New York.
You're 5'9" in New Brunswick, Canada.
Thank you for the 5'9" in New Brunswick, Canada. I appreciate that. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. 5th annual, 12 Days of Christmas, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Kilowatt Mike 4, Juliet Mike X-Ray. Thank you. 5'9", Long Island, New York.
You're a 5'9" as well in Ocala, Florida.
Thank you, Dennis. Ocala, Florida. Appreciate that. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey 9, Kilo Delta Bravo.
The Whiskey 9 with the Bravo.
Whiskey 9, Kilo Delta Bravo, 5'9".
Thank you so much. Whiskey 9 Kilo Delta Bravo. 5'9" also, Long Island, New York. Thank you so much. 73s and Merry Christmas. QRZ. Charlie Victor Mike. Kilo 8 Charlie Victor Mike. Thank you. 5-9 Long Island, New York.
You're 5-9, Cleveland, Ohio.
Thanks for the 5-9 Cleveland, Ohio. Merry Christmas. QRZ Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo 5, Norway, Zulu, Victor.
Norway Zulu Victor. Thank you. Kilo 5 Norway Zulu Victor. 5-9 Long Island, New York.
QSL, 5-9, Arkansas, Alpha Romeo.
Thank you for Alpha Romeo. Appreciate that. 73s. Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ. The Kilo Juliet.
Kilo Juliet, 2 November.
Kilo Juliet 2 November. Thank you. It's Peter, Long Island, New York. 5 and 7.
You're 5 and 7 in Minnesota, 7-3.
7-3s and very Merry Christmas to you. QRZ. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. 0 Kilo Baker. There's a couple of stations in there. They're a little bit near the noise level. I'll try to work you guys one at a time. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Kilo Bravo 9 Sierra Alpha Radio. Kilo Bravo 9 Sierra Alpha Radio. 5 and 7 Long Island, New York.
Okay, 5 and 7, Peter. I got you at 5-9 plus 10, Wisconsin.
Thank you so much. Glad I was able to work you. Merry Christmas. QRZ Whiskey 2 Romeo. Thank you. That's a loud call. Whiskey Alpha 1 Sierra. Thank you very much. I think it's Ann in Florida. Ann, thank you. Good afternoon and Merry Christmas, Ann. You're 5 and 9.
5 and 9 in Florida. Roger. I need one more for the sweep, and you have a Merry Christmas.
All righty. That's great, Ann. Congratulations. Which one do you need?
Whiskey to Papa.
Whiskey 2 Papa. Okay. I'll take a look. If I see him posted, I'll let you know where he may be. I'll just put a call out. Thank you very much. If you want to join Twitch, I'm streaming live now, Ann, on Twitch TV. And if you want to stream on there and say hello to me, what I can do is when I see the Whiskey 2 Papa, I'll just put out a chat message to you if you'd like to do that. 73s, and Merry Christmas.
I'm looking on the cluster anyway, so I'll get them eventually. Take care.
Good luck. You will get them, that's for sure, Ann. Good luck to you, and thanks so much for participating in the 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
This is WEHJ in the mobile.
The station in the mobile, come back.
Whiskey Echo 8 Juliet mobile.
Thank you. Whiskey Echo 8 Juliet mobile. Thank you. Very good afternoon to you. Peter, Long Island, New York. Merry Christmas.
Okay, thank you, Peter. You're 5-9. Big signal, good audio into North Carolina. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Let me make sure I have the call right. Is it Whiskey Echo 8 Juliet?
Roger, QSL.
Yeah, you're moving along. I think your home QTH may be Georgia. 73s, and thank you for that audio report. I really do appreciate that. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Home call, by the way, is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Send all your complaints there, please. My wife will read them. And I'm located in Long Island, New York. Northport is the location for sure, 45 miles east of New York City. All right, there's the official stuff out of the way. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey 2 Kilo November.
Whiskey 2 India Kilo November, 5-9 Long Island, New York.
Roger. Thank you. You are 5-9 into North Carolina, November Charlie.
November Charlie. Sounds good. Audio sounds good as well. Thank you for making contact with us. You're making our day, guys, for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. QRZ from 5 Golden Rings. The Golf X-Ray?
Yeah, this is Kilo Sierra 4, Golf X-Ray. You're 5-9 into Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you, Kilo Golf 4, Kilo Sierra 4, Golf X-Ray. Thank you, 5 and 7, Long Island, New York. Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year. Thanks for making contact with us here. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 0, Foxtrot, India uniform.
November 0, Foxtrot. Is that Foxtrot November uniform?
November November 0, Foxtrot, India uniform. I have you 5757 Southern Missouri.
Thank you, Ray. Yeah, 5959 Long Island, New York, Ray. Thanks for the correction. Very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. Thank you. I think there's an Echo Alpha 1. Is there an Echo Alpha 1 there? Let's try that again. You're there barely. Echo Alpha 1 again? Is that Echo Alpha 1 Echo Fox X-ray? Echo Alpha 1 Echo Mexico Ontario. QRZ? QSL? Thank you. 5. Yes, you're 5 and 5. And is this Jose Carlos in Spain? Thank you, Jose. A very Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. Thanks for making contact with us, and thanks for getting through the struggle of some weak propagation. But actually, my beam is pointed southwest, so you did very well. Jose, thank you. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Mike 4, Oscar Victor Hotel.
Roger, Kilo Mike 4, Oscar Victor Hotel, 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, you're also 5 and 9 down at Titusville, Florida, near the Space Center. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, 73, and thanks for the special event.
My pleasure. Being near the Space Center is a really fantastic place to be. Thank you. Thank you for the greetings. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and a healthy holidays to you and the family. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. The station ending in Echo?
Kilo 4 Alpha, November Echo, Florida.
Thank you. Kilo 4 Alpha, November Echo. Thank you. 59 Long Island, New York.
All right, we've got you 5757 into Florida today. Take care.
Merry Christmas, Dennis. Thank you. QRZ.
Kilo Charlie 3, Tango Mike Charlie.
Thank you, Tango Mike Charlie. Kilo Charlie 3, Tango Mike Charlie. Thank you so much. 59 Long Island, New York.
You're 10 over in the western Pennsylvania, greater Pittsburgh area. Great signal. Thank you for doing this. 73s and Merry Christmas.
Oh, Keith, thank you very much for saying that. And Keith, that's kind of remarkable to have such a strong signal into Pennsylvania on 20 meters this time of day. That's interesting propagation. And part of what we do here is learn about propagation. And there you go. It's very short right now, it appears, very short. But we'll see how it goes as the day goes by. Keith, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And thank you so much for making contact with the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. And you have reached 5 golden rings. Thank you so much. 73s. And have a very happy holiday. Whiskey 2 Romeo, listening.
So, I got a little work to do, but thank you guys. You're wonderful. 73.
Thank you so much for saying that. Best of 73s to you. There's a station in Japan in the call? Kilowatt 4. I got Kilowatt 4 November. Continue. Give me your call again, please.
Kilowatt 4, no, Kilowatt 4, NAC, that'll be November Alpha Juliet. Kilowatt 4, November Alpha Juliet, yeah?
QSL, Kilo 4. Thank you for repeating that. Well done. Kilo 4, November Alpha Juliet. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York.
Roger, you ain't by 7 here in Mobile, Cleveland, Alabama. You ain't by 7 in Cleveland, Alabama. What part of Long Island you in there?
Thank you, Jamie. Yes, we're in Northport on the north shore of Long Island, about 45 miles from New York City. QSL?
QSL, okay, I know where you're Northport there, so you're not too far from West Cleveland, Long Island there. QSL, but you're doing a nice job there. Keep the work going there. May God bless you and the family there for the Christmas.
Thank you, Jimmy, very much. Yes, we're not far from Westbury at all. That's kind of the getting to the Gold Coast. A little expensive over there. But anyway, Jimmy, thank you so much, and a very blessed Happy New Year to you. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Roger that to you. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I think I heard a station with X-ray in the call. Nothing heard. Stand by QRX stations. QRX, please. Okay, I'm back. I had to put the ceiling.
Quebec 4, Juliet Victor Papa.
The Juliet Victor Papa again.
That's Kilo Quebec 4, Juliet Victor Papa.
Thank you. Kilo Quebec 4, Juliet Victor Papa. Thank you. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Roger that. You're 5-7 and into Virginia. QSL?
I QSL that. Thank you, the 5-7 Virginia, and a very Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year. And thanks so much for making contact with us and participating in the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. And we are 5 golden rings. QRZ, anyone, anywhere for Whiskey 2 Romeo. Is that Whiskey Bravo 4 kilowatt uniform?
Roger, you're 5 and 9 in Birmingham, Alabama. My name is Gary. Jumped me out for Romeo yesterday. Whiskey 2 Romeo from Whiskey Bravo 4 kilowatt uniform. I wonder what your call sign over.
Thank you very much, Gary. Yes, and you're a 5 and 7. Yeah, my home call is Whiskey 2. Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and the call here for the special event station is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QSL on that?
Yeah, I got Whiskey 2 Japan Victor. Is that a Roger?
That is a Roger, Gary. Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Thank you for the 5 and 7 report. You're 5 and 9, 59 with me in Birmingham, Alabama. Over.
Thank you very much for the 5 and 9 in Birmingham, Alabama. I appreciate that, and Merry Christmas to you, and a very Happy New Year to you, Gary. Thank you.
Okay, have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you here.
Gary, thank you. You do the same, and thank you very much. Be safe. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo X-ray 4 Bravo India.
Nice signal and nice audio, Kilo X-ray 4 Bravo India. Thank you, Peter in Long Island, New York. 5 and 9.
QSL, Peter, you're also 5-9 North Alabama, northwest corner of the state. Thanks for taking my call. You got a great signal this way, and thanks for the special event. Merry Christmas, 7-3.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you for that, and thanks for joining us here and participating in the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. It would be very little without you guys participating and helping us. So thank you very much. Merry Christmas. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 5, Kilo Sierra Sierra.
November 5, Kilo Sierra Sierra. Nice signal, 5 and 9, Long Island, New York. The name is Peter.
Southern Mississippi.
Great signal from Mississippi. Thank you so very much. And 73s. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ. I hear a Charlie November Japan. Go ahead. Whiskey Alpha 2 Charlie November Victor. Is that right? Thank you very much. Yeah, you're 5 and 5 from Long Island, New York, and I think this is Lawrence or Larry, and I believe you're right in Belrose, QSL. Thank you very, very much. And let me just remind you, we have Ham Radio University. We have it live this year at CW Post on Long Island. So if you're available, it's just a great event. January the 6th, and you go to the website, hamradiouniversity.org, and perhaps you can attend. I'll be doing a satellite forum for Ham Radio University. 73s. Well, 73s, and you can say hello to me when you arrive. I would appreciate that. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo 4 Hotel Whiskey Sierra.
Hotel Whiskey Sierra. Thank you. Good afternoon. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York. K4HWS.
Thank you very much. 73, or Merry Christmas and 73.
Well, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you. Best of 73s, and thank you so much for making contact with us. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Echo 8 Romeo Golf.
Thank you for Romeo Golf. Kilo Echo 8 Romeo Golf. Good afternoon. My name is Peter, Long Island, New York, 5 and 9.
QSL, you were my last station. Whiskey to Romeo. This is Kilo Echo 8 Romeo Golf. 5 and 9 in Michigan. Merry Christmas.
Well, congratulations. You are my first clean sweep of the 4 or 5 days I've been operating. And thank you very much for saying that. All the others were saying, all the 25 other stations, many of them said, oh, I have a couple of. So thank you so much for making my day by saying that you had a clean sweep. Congratulations.
QSL, well, actually, I'm missing Victor Echo 9 Christmas number 2. Christmas, the Canadian station number 2. But all the American stations, I got them all, plus one of the Canadians. 73, and thank you for being there.
Well, my pleasure, and certainly you're going to be receiving when you send after January 31st. You can go to the K2RYD website, get a very nice certificate. I know you know about that. Congratulations, and thanks a lot for making contact with us. And I think your name is it Gerardo? Do I have your name right? Is Gerardo?
That's QSL. Yeah, this is the 3rd year I've been doing this.
Congratulations. Thanks so much for supporting the 12 days of Christmas, Gerardo. And you have a very merry and a very safe Christmas. 73s to you. And again, congratulations for the sweep. QRZ. That's good news. Love to hear that stuff. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey Alpha 2, Charlie November Victor, very quick.
Whiskey Alpha 2, Charlie November Victor. Yes? Go ahead.
Hi, it's Larry again. I forgot to tell you, you were my sweep. I'm so sorry. I heard the other station. I go, oh my goodness, I slept with you. I did. I wanted to tell you.
Oh, that's great news. Thank you. Yes, I love to hear that. That's something that I can report back to Lou, NO2C. Thanks a lot. Congratulations and good luck. That's wonderful. Wonderfully done. 73s, and thanks for letting me know.
My pleasure. Absolutely. You guys are terrific. All of you who do this. Is it James?
This is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Okay, Peter, I got it. Listen, thanks again, and I will do that HIU survey, no doubt. I was there, and it was great. 72 and again, Merry Christmas.
Larry, thank you very much. Yes, we really are looking forward to a really big event. This is our 25th year. Would you believe that? 25 years of doing Ham Radio University. Hey, 73s, Larry, thanks a lot. And again, congratulations on the clean sweep. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ.
Kilo Oscar 4 Lima Mike Yankee.
The Lima Mike Yankee, go ahead.
Kilo Oscar 4 Lima Mike Yankee.
That's it. Kilo Oscar 4, Lima Mike Yankee. Nice signal. 5-9 plus. Name is Peter, Long Island, New York.
Roger, Peter. I have you 5-9 in Georgia Golf Alpha, over.
Yeah, let me make sure of the call. Give me your call one more time.
Kilo Oscar 4 Lima Mike Yankee.
Yeah, I know that. Kilo Oscar, let me see that. Kilo Oscar 4. I got it backwards here. Kilo Oscar 4, Lima Mike Yankee. Thank you so much. And is it Don in Georgia?
Roger, Pete. That's right. And y'all have a Merry Christmas. I appreciate what you're doing, 73.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your calling us. Thank you so much. Best of 73s to you, and Happy New Year as well. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo 0 Bravo, Uniform Sierra.
Bravo Uniform Sierra. Thank you. Nice signal. Kilo 0 Bravo Uniform Sierra. 5-9 plus, Long Island, New York.
Thank you very much. 5-9 Florida. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Well, I appreciate your contact as well. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November Oscar 5, Romeo Mike.
Romeo Mike. I think there's a golf station here. Hold on. November Oscar 5, Romeo Mike. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Thanks a lot, Peter. Tell Sally and Lou Norm says hello from Louisiana.
Norm, I will do that. I will say hello. I'll make a note of that. Thank you very much, Larry. We'll certainly do that. And thank you very much again for making contact with the 12 Days of Christmas. 73s. Merry Christmas from Long Island, New York. My name is Peter. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo 4 Echo Lima Whiskey.
The station ending in whiskey? Station ending in whiskey, I think.
Kilo 4, Echo Lima Whiskey.
Yeah, Kilo 4, Echo Lima Whiskey. Kilo 4, Echo Lima Whiskey, 59 Long Island, New York.
Roger, Roger. You're 5'9", North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Thank you, Dennis. Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year. Thanks a lot for reaching out to us. Anyway, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey Bravo Niner.
Kilo Bravo 8, Fox X-ray Juliet.
Juliet, standby. Whiskey Bravo Niner.
Whiskey Bravo Niner. Yankee India Golf 5'9", Indiana.
Thank you so much, David, for 5'9", Indiana, 5'9" in Long Island, New York. The Juliet station?
Kilo Bravo 8, Foxtrot X-ray Juliet.
Thank you. X-Ray Juliet. Kilo Bravo 8, Foxtrot X-Ray Juliet. Thank you. Good afternoon and happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. 5 and 9.
5 and 9 in Ohio. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much for standing by. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
India 5, Sierra.
Is that Kilo India 5, Sierra, Quebec?
Roger that. I've got Kilo India 5, Sierra, Quebec, Lima, and I've got you at a 5-8 into Arkansas.
Thank you very much for the 5-8 Arkansas. Yes, 5 and 7 Long Island, New York. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I think there's a November Echo.
November Echo. And the 59 Oklahoma Edwards.
Roger, Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee November Echo. Do I have that right?
Roger.
Thank you, Wayne. I have that as 5 and 5, Long Island, New York, 73s from Long Island, New York. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for getting through to us. Whiskey 2 Romeo, W2 Romeo, 5, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ.
Whiskey Juliet 8 Yankee.
Yes, nice signal. Whiskey Juliet Yankee. 5-9 plus a whole lot, sir. Nice audio, too. 5-9 plus. Long Island, New York. Name is Peter.
Okay, Peter, thank you. It's Whiskey Juliet 8 Yankee. You're 5'9", 59 Ohio.
Thank you. And the name is Greg, correct?
Yes, sir, you have that correct.
Thank you, Greg, very much. Merry Christmas, Greg, from Long Island, New York. The best from all of us. All 25 operators say Merry Christmas to everybody. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I think there's a YL in there. Do I hear a YL? Anyway, some weak stations in there. Hopefully propagation will improve a little bit. Stand by. Yep, I think I heard a call in there. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ.
Kilo Oscar 4, India Bravo Yankee.
Kilo Oscar 4, India. Go ahead with your call. India what?
Kilo Oscar 4, India Bravo Yankee. You're 5'9", in North Carolina.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Kilo Oscar 4, India Bravo Yankee. Also 5'9", Long Island, New York. Thank you, and very Merry Christmas. The first name is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Is that November 3 Golf Tango Oscar Mobile? Thank you very much. Yes, you're about 5 and 6 here, Long Island, New York. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas from Long Island, New York. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Quebec 4, India Delta Foxtrot.
Thank you. Kilo Quebec 4, India Delta Foxtrot. Thank you, sir. 5'9 plus, Long Island, New York.
You're 5'9" in Pensacola, Florida. 73 years and years, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much from Pensacola. Merry Christmas to you from Long Island, New York. QRZ Whiskey 2 Romeo. Just QRX a couple of seconds. QRX about 30 second stations. QRX. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere, for the 12 Days of Christmas special event, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, home call Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. There's a station with Oscar in the call. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. There's a Sierra Whiskey Whiskey. Go ahead. Is that W2 Sierra Whiskey Whiskey? Yes, give me your prefix again. Give me the prefix. Whiskey Bravo 7, Sierra Whiskey Whiskey. Do I have that right? Yes, Alan in New York, in Dunkirk, New York. Yeah, I was a little bit thrown aside when I heard the 7. I said, no, you can't be 7 in New York, but of course you can. 73, thanks for making contact with us, and Merry Christmas to you, and thanks for your effort getting through. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. The Kilo Golf Station, go ahead. Roger, Kilo Golf 5, Papa X-Ray Oscar, 55, Long Island, New York.
5-5 to Texas, and we spoke a couple days ago. God bless you. It's Christmas.
Thank you so much. I will take that blessing and put it in my pocket or next to my heart. 73s and a very Merry Christmas to you, and thank you so very much for your beautiful wishes. Thank you. That's quite a present. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo Uniform Lima.
Thank you very much. Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo Uniform Lima, 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Thank you. I have you 5-9, South Carolina, QSL.
Yes, Kilo Oscar, give me your call one more time.
Kilo Ocean 4, Radio Uniform Lima.
Roger, thank you so much. Yeah, I put a 0 instead of an O. Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo United Lima, 5-9, Long Island, New York. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
India 5, Yankee Zulu Echo.
Yankee Zulu Echo again.
Kilo India 5, Yankee Zulu Echo.
Thank you. Kilo India 5, Yankee Zulu Echo, 5 and 7, Long Island, New York.
Thank you, Peter. Coming in 5959 Northern Oklahoma. Merry Christmas from 70.
Thank you, Mike, very much. Merry Christmas to you from Oklahoma, 73s, and thank you for the greetings. Appreciate that. Happy New Year. QRZ.
Kilo Oscar 4, Tango X-Ray Victor.
Tango X-Ray Victor. Kilo Oscar 4. Kilo Oscar 4. Yeah, you know, the finger goes to the wrong letter there. Kilo Oscar 4. Tango X-Ray Victor. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
I have you 5-9 into Central Kentucky, and thank you for doing the event, and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you saying that. There's 25 of us doing this event, and maybe a few more. And Lou and Sally really would appreciate the thanks. They work hard to put this event on. 73s from Long Island, New York. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings is what you'd earn here. And the cost of 5 golden rings is about $2,500 in today's dollars. So it's a really, you're going to make a lot here on this call. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ. Uniform Golf again. Kilowatt 8 Uniform Golf. Thank you. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York. The name is Peter.
QSL, Peter, you are 5 and 7 also into Northwest Georgia. Name is Dan, Delta Alpha November. All the best, season greetings, and have a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you, Dan, very much from Northwest Georgia. Thank you. You too. You have a very Merry Christmas, very joyful Christmas. Better to give than receive, that's for sure. And that's what guys like us at our age are doing these days. Giving. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, and Merry and Happy New Year to you. Whiskey 2 Romeo. There's a station, I believe, with a whiskey and a Lima in the call. Yeah, whiskey call. I think there's a Victor with a whiskey. Roger, whiskey 5-1, whiskey, 5-1, whiskey. Uh, is is this Winan? Is this in Namibia? Go ahead. That's wonderful. That is a nice call, especially because my beam is really way off you. Thank you so much. What is your first name? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thanks for making contact with us way there in Namibia. That is our pleasure. Thank you. 73s, and be safe. Be well. Yes, 5 and 7. 5 and 7 in Long Island, New York. Best of 73s to you, and happy and healthy holidays. That's a nice call. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. I think there's a Kilo Charlie 1. I'm going to move my beam a bit, see if I could pick up. Stand by, QRX. I'm going to move the beam. Stand by. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, moving the beam more to the southwest. I don't think so. CQ calling, CQ. CQ calling, CQ. CQ calling, CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5 golden rings for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas event. CQ calling, CQ. CQ calling, CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Stand by, stand by. It's not cooperating. CQ calling, CQ. CQ calling, CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5 golden rings, 12 days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling, CQ. CQ calling, CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo calling, CQ. CQ, CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Roger that. November 3 station, come again? Roger, November 3, Germany Hotel. Thank you so much. I think it's George in Pennsylvania, 5 and 7. Roger, yes, you're about a 5 and 4, Long Island, New York. Thanks for your patience. I'm just trying to move the beam a little bit. Merry Christmas to you as well. This has no range. We're just trying to work our beam a little bit. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo calling CQ, CQ. Special event 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo calling CQ and listening.
November 4, Juliet, Kilo, Oscar.
Let's see, first before the Oscar. Whiskey, that Whiskey...
November.
Whiskey 9, Victor Papa. Whiskey 9, Victor Papa, 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Hey, thank you. Merry Christmas. You're 5 and 9 in Indiana. 7-3.
7-3's Merry Christmas to you. QRZ?
November 4, Juliet, Kilo, Oscar.
November 4, thank you. November 4, let me get this right. November 4, Juliet, Kilo, Oscar, 5-9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, good afternoon. You're 5-9 here in Central Kentucky. Go ahead.
Thank you for the 5-9 Central Kentucky. Nice signal, nice audio. Merry Christmas to you. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Alpha 8, Oscar Yankee, 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Good afternoon. You're 5-9, Northeastern Ohio.
All righty, Northeastern Ohio. Thank you for that. Merry Christmas from Long Island, New York. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 4, Yankee Oscar, Mobile.
November 4, yes, nice signal. Yankee Oscar Mobile. Nice, 5-9, Long Island, New York.
You are 5-9 in Birmingham, Alabama.
Thank you so much for the 5-9 in Birmingham, Alabama. Nice signal. Safe mobiling. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I hear a station there. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Okay, I hear a station with a kilo in the call. Go ahead. Okay, we're close. We're close. Kilo Charlie 1, Florida something. What's the last letter? I'm missing the last letter. Have Kilo 5, Charlie India Foxtrot. Kilo 5? Oh, maybe it'll be better a little bit later. Maybe it'll be better a little bit later. QRZ. Stand by. The Kilo station again. The Kilo station. Kilo Charlie 1, Florida Lima, question mark? Is that Kilo Charlie 1, Florida Lima? Well, thanks a lot for that. Yep, you were kind of in the noise. Kilo Charlie 1, Florida Lima, Yokohama. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the relay. About a 4 and 4, Long Island, New York. QSL? Thank you a lot, and thanks for the relay. Appreciate that. QRZ.
Whiskey Bravo 9, Mike Sugar Mike.
Thank you. Whiskey Bravo 9, Mike Sugar Mike. Thank you. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're 5-9, Wisconsin. 73 and Merry Christmas.
73 and a very Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for Wisconsin. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. This is the 12 Days of Christmas, 5 golden rings. And my home call, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. The name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. QRZ.
Kilo Alpha 4, Bravo, Alpha, Bravo.
Bravo, Alpha, Bravo. Thank you. Kilo Alpha 4, Bravo, Alpha, Bravo. Thank you. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Thank you, sir. I got you 5-9 down here in East Tennessee. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Ben, from East Tennessee. Thank you so very much. QRZ.
Kilo Juliet 4, Juliet Whiskey Charlie.
Juliet Whiskey Charlie. Kilo Juliet 4, Juliet Whiskey Charlie. Thank you. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
QSL 59, North Carolina.
Thank you, John, from North Carolina. Merry Christmas. QRZ.
Victor Alpha 3, Sugar Foxtrot.
Sugar Foxtrot, go ahead. I think it's got 2 Foxtrot. Is that Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Foxtrot? Thank you. 5-7, Long Island, New York. Thank you. The other Foxtrot?
Whiskey 9, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Thank you. Whiskey 9, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
You 5-9 plus a little bit of Illinois. Thank you for being there, and Merry Christmas.
We're a pleasure. Pleasure being here. Thank you so very much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Charlie 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Quebec.
Is that the Kilo Charlie 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Quebec?
That's affirmative. 5-9 in Palm Beach County, Florida.
Roger, let me see now. Let me make sure. No, I don't have the call exactly right. Give me the call one more time, please.
Kilo Charlie 2 Radio Fox Queen.
There you go. And that's Steve in Florida. QSL?
QSL.
Thanks for the repeat, Steve. Appreciate that. Merry Christmas from Long Island, New York. QRZ, Q Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ? Thank you. You came through really nice. Echo Bravo 1, Delta Juliet. 5-7, 5-7, Yano, Long Island, New York. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much, 73s. Pleasure to have you on board. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ. Alpha Romeo, Quebec. Thank you. Kilo 4, Alpha Romeo, Quebec. Thank you, sir. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Thank you. Good afternoon. 5-9er, 5-9er in Tallahassee, Florida. 7-3 and Merry Christmas.
7 3s from Tallahassee, Florida. Thank you. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I think I heard, is there Delta in the call? Yeah, the noise floor came up a bit. That's what's hurting me right now. Noise floor is up about 2 dB. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Kilo Delta 5 again? Is that Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Tango Papa? Kilo Tango 5, Kilo, that's Kilo Echo. So is it Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Echo Papa? Yeah, the signal dropped out again a little bit with the noise level. Give me your call again, please. Is that, let me try it again. Is that Kilo Delta 5 Lima Tango Papa? Thank you. Kilo Delta 5 Uniform Tango Papa. Thank you so much. Yep, 5-5, Kyle, Long Island, New York.
Thank you very much. Hope you have a great Christmas.
73. 73s, and thank you so much for your patience in getting the call right. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. The Kilo Bravo 1. I got a Kilo Bravo 1 Alpha X-ray. Is that Kilo Bravo 1 Delta Mexico X-ray? Oh, Richard, that's good. 5 and 5, Long Island, New York. Thanks a lot for hanging in there with your call. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Standby stations, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo India 4, Yankee Zulu Oscar.
Kilo India 4, thank you. Yankee Zulu Oscar, thank you so much. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Roger, copy 5-9 Long Island. You're 5-9 in Alabama. Thanks for the contact.
And thank you for the 5-9 Alabama. Really appreciate that. QRZ.
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Delta Golf.
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Delta Golf. Thank you. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
5-9 in Mississippi, over.
Thank you for the 5-9 in Mississippi, and Merry Christmas to you. QRZ. The Bravo Charlie Charlie. Roger, so that's Whiskey 2 Bravo Charlie Charlie. Is this Joseph, Cornwall, New York? Great, glad to make contact with you. Thank you. Yeah, about a 4 and 4, but the important thing is you're in the log. Thank you. Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Alpha 0, Whiskey Sierra.
Kilo Alpha 0, Whiskey Sierra. Thank you so much. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, you're 5-9 plus here in northern Alabama.
Thank you so much for Northern Alabama, and thank you for the plus plus. Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Delta X-ray again. Is that WD1 Bravo X-ray?
No, negative. Delta X-ray. DX. Denmark X-ray.
Okay, so it's Whiskey Delta 1 Delta X-ray.
No. Whiskey Bravo, number 1, Delta X-ray.
That's it. You came up with your signal above my noise level. Yeah, now it's about a 5 and 5. Whiskey Bravo 1 Delta X-ray, and if I have it right, it's Ken in Massachusetts.
Yeah, QSL, you're 5 and 5 here. This is fine. Where are you located?
Well, Northport, New York. Northport, New York. And right now, my beam is kind of stuck in the southwest.
Okay, that explains it. All right, I need one more for the crew, please. I appreciate it. 73.
Thank you so much. 73s and a very blessed Merry Christmas to you. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Mike 4, Tango Lima Radio.
The Tango Lima Radio, stand by a second. Kilo Delta 1. Kilo Delta 1. I get. What? First, a Tango Lima Radio. Go ahead.
Kilo Mike 4, Tango Lima Radio.
Kilo Mike 4, Tango Lima Radio. Thank you so much. Kilo Mike 4, TLR, 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Roger, 5-9 Georgia.
Thank you, the 5-9 Georgia. Merry Christmas. QRZ.
Kilo Delta 9er, Whiskey India, Kilo Mobile.
Is that Kilo Delta 9 Whiskey India? Kilo Delta 9 again?
Kilo Delta 9, Whiskey India, Kilo Mobile, Chicago, 5-9.
Thank you. Kilo Delta 9 Whiskey India Kilo 5-9. Thank you. 5 and 5, Long Island, New York. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, 73s.
73s and safe driving. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. The Alpha Alpha Hotel. Is that Kilo Victor 4? Kilo Mexico 4, and give me the rest. Is that Kilo Mexico 4 Bravo Alpha Hotel? There you go. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Kilo Mexico 4 Alpha Alpha Hotel, 5 and 5, Long Island, New York. Thank you very much. That's a good contact for this time of day. Thank you. Very Merry Christmas from New York to Virginia. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo India 4, Victor Lima, India.
Victor Lima, India. Thank you. Nice signal. 5-9 plus. Kilo India 4, Victor Lima, India. 5-9 plus, Long Island, New York.
Thank you very much. 5-9 plus down here in Kentucky.
Thank you for 5-9 plus in Kentucky. Merry Christmas to you from Long Island. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo November 4, November Zulu Sierra.
November Zulu Sierra. Thank you. Kilo November 4, November Zulu Sierra. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Roger, Roger. 5-9 plus, Northeast Florida, 73.
Thank you for the 5-9 plus, Northeast Florida. Merry Christmas in 73s. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 9, Kilo Papa Hotel.
November 9, I think it's Kilo Papa Hotel. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
QSL 1 call. You are 5-9 in Wisconsin. Thanks for the contact. Merry Christmas.
My pleasure. Thank you also for making contact with us. Do really appreciate that. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Golf 4, Romeo Fox, Zulu.
Kilo Golf 4 Romeo Fox Zulu. Do I have that right?
Yes, sir. Kilo Golf 4, Romeo Fox, Zulu.
Thank you. 5 and 9, David, in Long Island, New York.
Thanks for coming back to 5-9 in North Alabama.
Merry Christmas, and thank you for North Alabama. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 12 days of Christmas. This is the 5 golden rings. My home call, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. QRZ. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ calling CQ from Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere, for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ. Okay, the band is kind of quiet now, so we're going to go QRT. 73s, everybody. We'll be back again. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Okay, been a little slow today. Conditions aren't all that good. The noise level is pretty high, and we're having our beam is stuck.
Kilo 2 Yankee.
Okay, thank you. Kilo 2 Yankee, my pleasure. Thanks for making contact with us. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, and you're 5 and 9 plus.
Very good. Call sign here, Whiskey Kilo 2 Yankee.
Oh, thank
call
you.
But I had it on digital. Name here is Bob Bravo, Ocean Bravo. You're in Atlanta, Georgia. You're obviously 5-9, very plus.
Well, thank you very much. Got it right now. Whiskey Kilo 2. Now, is Whiskey Kilo 2 Yankee? Is that correct?
QSL.
Okay, thank you. And I guess, can I say, let's see, from looking at this here, it looks like now something military with your name. Go ahead. What is your name?
Name here is Bob Bravo, Ocean Bravo.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. Yeah, when I put the kilo, it gave me a military site. Didn't want to go there. Hey, thank you, Bob. 73s, thanks for joining us, and very Merry Christmas.
Likewise. Look for you next year.
I look forward to it, Lord willing. Thank you so much. And make some more. Hopefully, you're going to make a bunch of contacts for the 12 Days of Christmas, all 12 gifts. Thank you. QRZ, let's try it again. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey 4, Sierra Papa Delta.
The Whiskey 4 again?
Whiskey 4, Sierra Papa Delta.
Thank you. Whiskey 4, Sierra Papa Delta. Thank you. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Got you 5 and 9, Georgia. 5 and 9, Georgia.
Thank you, Scott. 5 and 9, Georgia. Merry Christmas from Long Island, New York. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Mike X-Ray Golf.
The Mike X-Ray Golf again?
Victor Echo 3, Mike X-Ray Golf.
Victor Echo 3, Mike X-Ray Golf. Victor Echo 3, Mike X-Ray Golf. Thank you. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, okay, very good. You are 5959 Windsor, Ontario, QSL.
QSL for Windsor, Ontario. Let me make sure the call that I have that right. Victor Echo 3, Mexico X-Ray Golf, correct?
Yeah, Roger. Mexico X-Ray Germany.
Thank you very, very much, and a very Merry Christmas to you from Long Island, New York, and the folks here that are putting on Whiskey 2 55th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. I get that out. Anyway, 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, calling CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas, 5 golden rings. The call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, name is Peter. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Station with Lima in the call. The QRZ. Yeah, this noise level is higher than I'd like. Let's try it again. Try it one more time if we can, or 2 more times. This is Whiskey 2 Golf. Whiskey 2 Romeo, rather. Sorry. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Yeah, nothing heard. Okay, I think we're going to go QRT for a while, see if the band gets better. Whiskey 2 Romeo going QRT. Okay, I think I'm QRT for sure now. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Appreciate that very much. 73s to you, and we'll be back again at another time. 73s. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. 73.